Hello viewers, welcome back again to Godfrey Mumbi Academy. So if you are new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe. Alright, let's answer this question that came in Science Paper 2, that's chemistry. This was 2017. So this came under a cooling curve, and the question is saying the diagram below shows the cooling curve of a liquid. So this is a cooling curve specifically of a liquid, okay? Because you understand that the cooling curve can either be of a liquid or of a gas, but this one is of a liquid. So the first question A is saying, in what state of matter is the substance in area A? So this substance in area A, what is the state of matter? Is it in? So, well, you just have to understand to take reference from the information, because they've said this is a cooling curve for a what? For a liquid. Okay. So that being the case, since it is for a liquid, then you expect this first part, because a cooling curve starts from top, you expect this part to be a liquid. So A is liquid all the way until B. Then from B, that's when now freezing starts, because cooling leads to a solid, right? Through the process of freezing or solidification. So from B to C, the substance is now in liquid and solid. And for D, it is in what? It is in solid. So B to C, it is a mixture, because during freezing we have the liquid and the solid at the same time, because the liquid is being converted into the solid. So here it's liquid, then from B to C it's liquid and solid, then D is what? Is solid. I hope you've gotten that summary. So when they say in what state of matter is the substance in area A, this area A, you understand that area A is what? Area A is liquid, like we said. So this is our answer for question A. So we're going to say it is in liquid state for area A. So for area A, it is in liquid state. Yeah, here. So this is what? This is liquid. Then the next question, what name is given to the point labeled B? Here. So this point is called the freezing point, because like I said, freezing is starting at B, going this side. So this is the freezing point. So this is a freezing point. Then in what state of matter is the substance between points B and C? So between B and C, what is the state of matter? And this question has how many marks? 2 marks. The rest have 1 mark each, but this one has 2. So the reason for this is because I said from B to C we have a mixture of both liquid and solid. So that's where the 2 marks is coming from. So for C, we're going to say liquid and solid. Then the next question, explain the reason why the thermometer reading remained constant between points B and C. So between B and C, when the liquid is changing into solid, the thermometer reading remained constant. So explain the reason. The reason is that, of course it's cooling, but we don't expect the temperature to fall. The temperature remains constant because during this time, the heat that is being removed from the liquid is called latent heat, which is used to do what? To change the liquid into the solid. And when that is happening, the temperature remains constant. So in simple terms, you can say because the heat that is being removed from the liquid is used to change the liquid into the solid, so the temperature remains constant. So when writing, you can write why the temperature remains constant. So you can say this is because So they're asking why the reading is constant, because the temperature is constant. Then you say this is because the heat being removed from the liquid is used to change the liquid, the same liquid, from liquid state to solid state. And when this is happening, it happens when the temperature is constant. So that's the case. Then the last question, explain what happens during cooling in relation to the heat content of the substance. Well, when you are cooling, you are removing it from the substance. So the heat content does what? Decreases. So the temperature, you start with temperature, decreases. Or the kinetic energy is removed, or it decreases. So you can say the kinetic energy or temperature decreases. Hence, now you use the term they use the heat content. So you say hence the heat content also decreases. So this is it. I hope you've gotten the explanations and the summary of the cooling curve. Don't forget to subscribe.